Have you ever faced a moment in your life that felt utterly hopeless? What if I told you that even in the darkest times you can find a spark of meaning that lights the way forward? Today, we're diving into Man's Search for Meaning by Viktor Frankl, a book that's not just a story of survival, but a powerful guide to discovering purpose, even when life throws its worst at you. If you find this video helpful, don't forget to like and share it with your friends. All right, let's get into it. Viktor Frankl was a psychiatrist who found himself trapped in the horrors of Nazi concentration camps during World War II. Imagine being stripped of everything you hold dear, your family, your freedom, your very identity. Yet amidst this chaos, Frankl discovered something remarkable: the power to choose his attitude in the face of unimaginable suffering. In the first part of the book, Frankl shares his harrowing experiences. Picture this. You arrive at a place where humanity seems to vanish. Frankl recounts how the initial shock of camp life left many prisoners in disbelief, unable to process the reality of their situation. But here's where it gets fascinating. He noticed that those who survived were often the ones who found meaning in their suffering. They clung to thoughts of loved ones, or dreams of a future beyond the barbed wire. One poignant example he shares is of a fellow prisoner who would envision himself giving a lecture about his experiences after the war. This vision became his lifeline, a reason to endure the daily horrors. Frankl realized that even in the most horrific conditions, we have the power to choose how we respond. It's not about what happens to us, but how we interpret those events. That's a profound lesson, right? In the second part of the book, Frankl introduces Logotherapy, his groundbreaking approach to finding meaning in life. He argues that our main drive isn't pleasure or power, but the pursuit of meaning. He breaks this down into three key areas: work, love, and suffering. Let's talk about work first. Frankl believed that when we dedicate ourselves to something greater than ourselves, whether it's a job, a project, or a cause, we find purpose. He shares his own experience of writing a manuscript on his theories while in the camp, a project that kept his spirit alive. Imagine being in a place where hope is scarce, yet you find purpose in your work. That's powerful. Next up is love. Frankl highlights how the connections we have with others can give our lives profound meaning. He often thought of his wife during his darkest days, and that love fueled his will to survive. He recounts a moment when he envisioned her face, and it brought him a sense of peace and strength. It's a beautiful reminder that our relationships can be a source of strength when we need it most. And then there's suffering. I know, it sounds heavy, but hear me out. Frankl teaches us that we can find meaning in our pain. He shares a powerful story of a prisoner who faced extreme hardship, but chose to see his suffering as a chance to grow and learn. When we face challenges head-on, we don't just survive, we thrive. So what's the takeaway from all this? Frankl's message is clear. Even in the face of suffering, we have the power to choose our attitude and find meaning in our lives. It's about taking responsibility for our own happiness and purpose. If you're feeling lost or struggling to find meaning, I highly recommend picking up Man's Search for Meaning. It's not just a book. It's a lifeline. So, what do you think? How do you find meaning in your life? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and let's chat about it. Thanks for joining me today. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more inspiring content. Until next time, remember your search for meaning is a journey worth taking.